Gita chapter 6, verse 31. He who being established in unity worship me, that is Supreme God Almighty, dwelling in all beings, in whatever way he lives, that yogi lives in me. And that is the power of the soul to be an yogic one, to who is yogi is always going to correlate with himself and with the Almighty Supreme God. Gita chapter 6, verse 32. Krishna said, O Arjuna, he who through the likeness of the self see equality everywhere, be it pleasure or pain, he is regarded as the highest yogi. Here, a highest yogi has no changes in his thought process, either in the pleasurable time or in the sorrow time or the painful moments. Gita chapter 6, verse 33. After listening all these wise words from the Sri Bhagavan, Arjun said to Lord Sri Krishna, O Madhusudan, this yoga of equanimity taught by you, I cannot see its enduring continuity because of the restlessness and volatility of the mind of myself. What Arjuna says to Shri Krishna. Gita chapter 6, verse 34. O Krishna, the mind verily is fickle, restless, impetuous, turbulent, strong, obstinate, and unyielding. I deem it quite as difficult to control as the wind. Because nobody can control the wind, and all these situations in the mind of Arjuna is coming very fast. That's why he asked this to the Sri Krishna. Gita chapter 6, verses 35. Sri Bhagavan said, O Mahabaho, without doubt, the mind is difficult to curb and restless, but it cannot be controlled. O Kaunteya, be constant practice and non-attachment. These all the situations that explained by the Arjuna to the Lord Sri Krishna. Krishna is truly explaining in a very wonderful these two words, that by constant practice and non-attachment you can reach to be a yogi. Gita chapter 6, verse 36. Yoga, I think, is hard to be attained by one of who is not self-controlled, as explained by the Sri Krishna, but by the self-control who is striving can obtain it by proper means. So constantly in the mindset is very much required to determine being an yogi one. Gita chapter 6, verse 37. After listening this, Arjuna said, O Krishna, he who, though possessed of faith, is unable to control himself, whose mind wanders away from yoga, to what end does he, having failed to attain perfection in yoga, go away? Gita chapter 6, verse 38. Krishna said, O Mahabaho, isn't it that such a man having faith in yoga, but unsteady in it, and be wildered from the path of Brahma, is deprived of both a spiritual and worldly pleasure, and he perishes like a broken cloud that has no power to even get rain. Gita chapter 6, verse 39. O Krishna, this doubt of mind, please dispel it completely, because it is not possible for me, anyone but you, to dispel his doubt. Here Arjuna said to Lord Krishna that he is not in a position to come out from these doubts, so please let it clear. Gita chapter 6, verse 40. Shri Bhagavan said, O Parth, neither in this world nor in the next world is there distractions for him, nor verily who strives to be good and involves in virtuous activities, O Tat, O my dear, ever comes to grief.